The sky trumpet's enigma had become a global phenomenon, captivating scientists and the public alike, and refusing to give up its secrets. The Omagh, a mysterious phenomenon. In September 2023, something strange started happening in Omagh, Northern Ireland. People began reporting a weird noise at night, now called the Omagh. This deep, rumbling sound has puzzled both locals and scientists, causing some to feel anxious and uneasy. The hum is described as a low-frequency drone, similar to the sound of a distant engine or a vibrating machine. As the nights went on, the sound continued to disrupt people's sleep, leading to frustration and discomfort. Despite efforts to find its source, the mystery remains unsolved. The local environmental health department, led by Dr. Maria Rodriguez, has been investigating the issue. They have set up sound level meters and noise monitoring devices in various locations around Omagh, but so far, no clear source has been identified. Theories about the hum's origin vary widely, from industrial or mechanical sources to psychological or geological factors. Some think it might be linked to the nearby wind farm, while others believe it could be a strange natural occurrence, such as a seismic tremor or an atmospheric pressure change. The Omagh hum is one of many unexplained sounds reported worldwide, like the Taos hum in New Mexico, first heard in 1993. Despite thorough scientific investigations, the causes of these sounds remain unknown. The Omagh hum's mystery continues to fascinate and unsettle the community, leaving many unanswered questions. As the search for answers continues, residents wonder, what causes this strange sound? Is it natural or sinister? Could it be geological or man-made? The Omagh hum remains a puzzle, reminding us that the most inexplicable things can be the most intriguing. It has become a part of daily life, a constant reminder of the mysterious forces around us. As the hum echoes through the city, residents ponder the truth behind this enigmatic sound, a truth that may never be fully revealed. Mysterious sounds in the stratosphere. Researchers in New Mexico made a remarkable discovery in 2023. An unexpected phenomenon occurred in the stratosphere, a layer of the Earth's atmosphere. Scientists sent up special balloons equipped with instruments to measure various phenomena. The balloons detected unusual sounds that surprised the scientists. The balloons were 7 meters in diameter and ascended to an altitude of 20 kilometers, remaining aloft from February 10th to 14th. They recorded sounds louder than those produced by airplanes, which was a significant surprise. When scientists analyzed the recordings, they were amazed to find that the sounds were too quiet for humans to hear and couldn't be identified. Using advanced technologies like machine learning algorithms and signal processing methods, experts studied the sounds to find any patterns or clues that might lead them to the source. The investigation is ongoing, and the world is eagerly waiting to learn the secrets of the stratosphere. The discovery of these strange sounds in the stratosphere has sparked global interest and curiosity, with people wondering what could be causing them. As researchers continue to investigate, they might uncover a new phenomenon or find a groundbreaking explanation for these sounds, which could change our understanding of the Earth's atmosphere and beyond. The potential implications of this discovery are significant, and the scientific community is eager to uncover the truth behind this phenomenon. The mystery of the stratospheric sounds remains a captivating and intriguing enigma, a reminder of the many secrets that still await us in the vast expanse of our atmosphere. The discovery of these strange sounds has opened up new avenues of research, and the scientific community is eager to explore this new frontier. As the investigation continues, the world waits with bated breath for the answers that will uncover the secrets of the stratosphere. Uncovering the source of the Florida rumble. Since 2021, over 5,000 residents in South Tampa, Florida, have joined forces to uncover the source of a strange sound called the Florida rumble. This low-frequency humming noise has been constant, sometimes getting loud enough to shake homes. The affected area is huge, covering many neighborhoods and leaving many residents puzzled and curious. Through crowdfunding, The community has hired scientists to help find the source of the Florida rumble. The effort has gained a lot of attention on Facebook, with the group's membership growing in early 2024 as residents report more frequent and louder instances of the rumble. The community's determination and unity in the face of uncertainty are truly admirable, with many residents sharing their experiences and theories online and in person. Theories about the rumble's source vary widely, ranging from activities at a nearby Air Force base to construction projects, underground parties, or even a sunken party ship. However, Dr. James Levasseur, a Florida-based scholar, has proposed a compelling theory based on his research on drumfish mating calls worldwide. Dr. Levasseur plans to place microphones in the waters around South Tampa to investigate whether drumfish mating calls are behind the phenomenon. Black drumfish, which can grow up to 5.5 feet long and are found in rivers, lakes, and shallow ocean waters, have emerged as prime suspects due to their potentially increasing population. The community's response to the phenomenon has already shown an impressive and heartwarming display of human connection and cooperation. The sky trumpets remain a fascinating mystery, capturing our curiosity and reminding us of the amazing wonders beyond our understanding. We're grateful for your company on this journey of discovery and hope you found exploring the sky trumpets enlightening and thought-provoking. Please share your thoughts. We value your input and enthusiasm. Whether the sky trumpets are a natural wonder or a mysterious signal, they've sparked our imagination and inspired us to explore the unknown further. Thank you again for joining us, and we look forward to hearing your thoughts on this intriguing phenomenon.
In 1933, it's claimed that a UFO crashed in the Lombardy region of Italy.
And I knew what it was. I knew it truly was a UFO.
This is the burial site of an alien whose aircraft crashed into a windmill on April 17, 1897.
The Trinity UFO mystery. In August 1945, something strange happened in New Mexico's Jornada del Muerto desert just after the first atomic bomb was tested. Two young boys, Jose Padilla and Remigio Baca, were working at Rancho Padilla in San Antonio, New Mexico, when they saw a bright light in the sky, followed by a loud crash. Curious, they went to the crash site and found a strange object shaped like an avocado with a protruding part. This discovery would change their lives forever.
New descriptions, new interviews that nobody has seen before about Socorro. In all three cases, it wasn't a disc. It wasn't a flying saucer. It was an egg-shaped object.
The U.S. Army quickly arrived and took the object away. The boys were left with many questions and a sense of wonder. The military's secrecy only made them more curious, and they started experiencing strange things. Jose found strange metal pieces on the ranch, and Remigio heard eerie whispers in the wind.
The witnesses hadn't spoken for 65 years. Why? You know, the Air Force hadn't spoken. Well, there was no Air Force in 1945. There was an Army Air Force.
As these events happened, the boys realized they had stumbled upon something big, something that challenged their understanding of the world. Jose and Remigio's families, the Padillas and Bacas, were respected in the community. Their ranches near the Trinity site showed their hard work and dedication. However, the atomic bomb's detonation had already affected the families, causing Jose's mother, Inez, to lose sight in one eye. The family's lives became connected to the mysterious events in the desert that day. Over time, the consequences of the bomb's explosion worsened, and the government's neglect and disregard for the residents' well-being darkened the community's history. The Trinity UFO incident remains a mystery, a reminder of the unexplained forces in our reality. Those who witnessed it still feel its impact, showing the power of the unknown. It has become a cautionary tale, warning against exploring the universe's secrets too deeply. Yet the unknown still attracts us, promising revelation and understanding. The Trinity UFO mystery calls us to explore the uncharted territories of our existence.
Trinity, we've got new witnesses and more information that has come forward. But what Trinity, I think, represents for me is the possibility of this being the first crash retrieval and one of the first times that the Department of Defense, and certainly there in New Mexico, where so much high-level security stuff was going on at that time.
A mysterious object crashes in Italy. In 1933, something strange fell from the sky in northern Italy. The government kept it a secret for many years, but new information has recently come to light. David Grush, a former U.S. intelligence officer, has made a shocking claim. He says that American forces found a UFO in Italy at the end of World War II and brought it back to the U.S.
In 1933, it's claimed that a UFO crashed in the Lombardy region of Italy.
Many people are interested in this claim, but they also have doubts. Roberto Pinati, an Italian researcher, has been investigating this event for years. He says he has found documents that prove the crash and the government's involvement. These documents include old telegrams that warn of severe punishments for anyone who talks about the incident.
According to some accounts, the UFO crashed near the city of Magenta, just 80 miles northeast of Mount Musinay. The craft was found to be unoccupied, and unlocking its secrets became a top priority.
Pinati believes that the Italian leader, Benito Mussolini, started a secret project called Gabinetto RS-33 to study the UFO. He also thinks that the famous inventor Guglielmo Marconi was part of this project. While some people question these claims, Pinati's findings have sparked a lot of debate. The story gets even more interesting with the addition of Marco Negri, a local resident whose great-great-grandfather was the mayor of a nearby town. Negri shares a family story that matches the crash story, including details about a strange metallic aircraft without wings and a massive cover-up. While this story is intriguing, it's hard to verify its authenticity. Despite the doubts and lack of concrete evidence, the story remains fascinating. Was this really a UFO crash? Did the Italian government and American forces work together to hide the truth? The truth remains a mystery, but it continues to capture our imagination and curiosity about the unknown. The Aurora UFO mystery. In 1897, a strange object crashed on a farm in Aurora, Texas. This event has remained a mystery for over 125 years, sparking curiosity and questions. The object hit a windmill on Judge G.S. Proctor's property, killing the pilot. People described the pilot as otherworldly and said they were buried in the local cemetery. A marker was placed at the grave, but it has since disappeared, leading to many theories.
According to local legend and a Texas historical marker, this is the burial site of an alien whose aircraft crashed into a windmill on April 17, 1897.
The incident was first reported in the Dallas Morning News on April 19, 1897. Despite many investigations, the truth remains unclear. Some think it was a hoax, while others believe it was real. The incident has been featured in books, articles, and TV shows, but the mystery persists. In 1998, a TV show investigated the incident, interviewing locals who claimed to have seen something crash. However, no concrete evidence was found. In 2005, another TV show found new eyewitnesses and a strange grave marker that seemed to show a flying saucer. But the marker disappeared, and the investigation was inconclusive. In 2008, a different TV show found a possible unmarked grave and a well containing aluminum and an unknown element.
Townspeople went rushing up to the site, and they found debris scattered everywhere and a very charred alien body, which we've named Ned, and we believe Ned's resting place is right behind us here under this tree in the cemetery.
The incident has been dramatized in films and TV shows, but the truth remains a mystery. Was it a real event or a hoax? Was the pilot an extraterrestrial being or a human aviator? These questions remain unanswered, but the incident continues to fascinate us. Over the years, many theories have emerged, but none have been proven. Some believe it was a UFO from another planet, while others think it was a military experiment gone wrong. Some even think it was a hoax perpetrated by the town to attract attention. Despite the many theories, the truth remains elusive. The incident has become a legend, a story told and retold around campfires and in books. But the mystery remains, a reminder that sometimes the truth is stranger than fiction.
Something happened here. There's actual physical evidence of explosion on this hill. Scientists have found debris scattered in the trees and rocks up there. So we don't know exactly what happened, but to say something didn't happen is probably pretty naive.
A mysterious UFO crash in Missouri. In the early 1950s, people in Missouri started seeing strange objects in the sky. Since then, there have been over 1,857 reported UFO sightings in the state. But one incident stands out, a UFO crash in southeast Missouri that happened in 1941, 6 years before the famous Roswell crash.
Some claim a small Missouri town is a beacon for out-of-this-world visitors for the past half-century. In fact, it's been named the UFO capital of the Show Me State.
In 1991, a UFO investigator named Leonard Stringfield shared a story about a UFO crash near Cape Girardeau, Missouri. The story came from a woman named Charlotte Mann, who was a child at the time. Her grandfather, Reverend William Huffman, was called to the crash site to help the beings who were hurt. When Reverend Huffman arrived, he saw a disc-shaped object with strange markings and 3 small hairless beings with big heads and eyes. He prayed over the bodies and was then told by the military to keep quiet about what he saw. Despite the warning, Reverend Huffman told his family about the incident, including Charlotte. She remembered seeing an old photo of the crash site with 2 men holding one of the small beings. Unfortunately, the photo is now lost.
It was zigzagging and acting very odd. I didn't even look out the window. I didn't want anybody to look out the window. And I knew what it was. I knew it truly was a UFO.
UFO experts believe Charlotte's story is true and that the crash really happened. If it's true, it means that aliens have been visiting Earth since at least 1941, and the government has been keeping it a secret. Researchers are still looking for evidence to prove what happened. They hope to find physical evidence or new witnesses to confirm the story. Will the truth finally come out? Only time will tell.
My husband and I moved back here a few years ago. He swears he saw some kind of lights.
The incident has sparked many questions. What were the beings doing here? Were they exploring our planet, or was their ship damaged? Did the government cover up the incident to avoid panic or to protect sensitive information? The mystery remains, and the search for answers continues.
There were over 500 reported sightings of UFOs in the area.
One resident said that if they had to estimate, half of the residents had seen something in the sky.
A mysterious event in Dundy County. Dundy County in Nebraska has a rich history dating back to 1873. But there's a strange event that happened in 1884 that still puzzles people today. Some cowboys found a strange object that had crashed near the town of Max. The Nebraska State Journal reported that the object was long and cylindrical with machinery and cogwheels. The heat from the crash was so intense that it hurt one of the cowboys, Alf Williamson. As news of the event spread, the story got weird. The Journal said the object disappeared in the rain, leaving the sweet smell behind. But many people thought it was a joke made up by the newspaper. Even though the Journal admitted it was a hoax in 1927, people still believed it was true. The story has been passed down through generations, and some people still think it really happened. In 2013, someone found a strange green material in a nearby county, which made people wonder if the 1884 story was true after all. The event raises many questions. What was the object? Was it a meteor, a machine, or something from another world? Why did the Journal make up the story? The mystery remains unsolved, leaving us to wonder what really happened in Dundy County over a century ago. The story has fascinated many people, sparking different theories and guesses. Some think it was a UFO, while others think it was a failed publicity stunt. The truth remains hidden, lost in time. The incident has become a legend, with many people visiting Dundy County to explore the crash site. Some claim to have seen strange lights and heard strange noises, while others have found strange objects in the area. The mystery of the Dundy County crash continues to captivate people's imagination, inspiring books, movies, and TV shows. Despite the many theories and legends, the truth about the Dundy County crash remains a mystery. Was it a hoax, a meteor, or something extraterrestrial? The answer lies hidden in the past, waiting to be uncovered.
Not only do you have this description in the newspaper, which we now see in front of us, find the money pit, understand what's there, and hopefully retrieve it.
Surely Henry Every deserves to be in contention for the title of most successful pirate in history,
stating they believe it's the same person seen disappearing into the water.
The legend of Olivier Levasseur, the pirate with a hidden treasure. In the early 1700s, a famous pirate named Olivier Levasseur, also known as the Buzzard or La Buse, sailed the seas. He was known for his speed and brutality, making him a feared pirate. Legend says he hid a treasure worth over $1 billion and left a cryptogram, a secret code, to reveal its location. Levasseur was born in Calais, France, into a wealthy family. He started as an architect and later became a privateer for the French king during the War of the Spanish Succession. After the war, he turned to piracy and joined other famous pirates like Benjamin Hornigold and Samuel Bellamy. His adventures took him to the Brazilian coast, where he plundered ships and amassed a vast fortune. He eventually settled in the Indian Ocean, operating from a base on the island of Sainte Marie, near Madagascar. Levasseur's exploits became legendary, including the capture of the Portuguese galleon Nossa Senhora do Cabo, which carried a treasure belonging to the Bishop of Go and the Viceroy of Portugal. Levasseur's share of the treasure was immense, but he knew his time was running out. In 1724, the French government offered him amnesty, but he refused, fearing they would demand a large portion of his treasure. Levasseur was eventually captured near Fort Dauphin, Madagascar, and taken to Ranian Island, where he was executed for piracy on July 7, 1730. However, the legend of his treasure lived on. As he stood on the gallows, Levasseur wore a necklace with a cryptogram, which he threw into the crowd, saying, "Find my treasure, whoever can decipher it." The necklace was lost, but the cryptogram has sparked much speculation and treasure hunting over the centuries. Many have tried to decode the cryptogram, including French historian Charles de la Rancière, who claimed to have studied an 18th century cryptogram. Despite efforts to find the treasure on Ranian Island, Rodrigues, and the Seychelles, it remains lost. The mystery of Levasseur's treasure remains unsolved, and the search continues. Will you be the one to uncover the secrets of the Buzzard's treasure?
Levasseur threw a necklace containing a cryptogram into the crowd. This cryptogram, composed of 17 lines of symbols, is said to reveal the location of his hidden treasure. Despite numerous attempts to decode it, including extensive efforts by Englishman Reginald Cruz Wilkins, the exact location of Levasseur's treasure remains a mystery.
The mysterious tale of Henry Every, the pirate who vanished with a fortune.
Surely Henry Every deserves to be in contention for the title of most successful pirate in history because he was responsible for the single most profitable pirate raid in history.
In 1695, Henry Every, a skilled sailor from Devon, led a brave expedition in the Red Sea with his pirate crew. They bravely captured the Grand Mogul's ship, the Gang Asaway, in one of the boldest pirate attacks in history. They got a lot of treasure, but this attack started a global search and put the British Empire's relationship with India in danger. Henry Every became a legend because of his adventures. People talked about him alongside famous pirates like Bartholomew Roberts and Jack Rackham. But despite his fame, he remains a mystery, and many questions about his life and disappearance are still unanswered. In his time, Henry Every was the most wanted criminal, with a big reward on his head. His story inspired other pirates like Captain Kidd and Blackbeard. People wrote plays, songs, and exciting stories about him, which captured the public's attention. The government and the East India Company worked hard to catch Henry Every, offering a reward of £500 for his capture. They searched for him on 4 continents, but he disappeared without a trace, leaving behind only a few captured crew members. What makes Henry Every special is that he managed to escape capture and enjoy his treasure. Unlike other pirates who were caught and executed, Henry Every vanished without a trace, and his fate remains a mystery to this day. Join me on a journey to explore the mysterious story of Henry Every, the pirate who outsmarted everyone and got away with a fortune.
From there, Every was never seen again. The trail runs dry. To this very day, not another living soul knows for certain what happened to Henry Every. His fate is unknown.
The mysterious Oak Island treasure.
Not only do you have this description in the newspaper, which we now see in front of us, find the money pit, understand what's there, and hopefully retrieve it.
In 1795, a curious teenager named Daniel McInnes found a strange hole on Oak Island, off the coast of Nova Scotia, Canada. When he returned with friends, they discovered a man-made shaft, starting a legendary treasure hunt that has lasted 225 years. Many people believe the treasure belongs to famous pirates like Captain William Kidd, who sailed the seas from 1660 to 1730. Some think the treasure is hidden in the money pit, a shaft that floods with water, making it impossible to reach. Despite the challenges, treasure hunters keep searching, drawn by the promise of vast riches. There are many theories about the treasure, from believable to fantastical. Some think it's connected to the Knights Templar, the Holy Grail, or even William Shakespeare's writings. Others believe it might be a treasure from the French aristocracy, or a hoard of gold and jewels from the pirate era. The mystery has captivated famous people like Franklin D. Roosevelt, Errol Flynn, and John Wayne, who have all been intrigued by the island's secrets. As the search continues, strange artifacts have been found, including a stone with unusual symbols and footage of a chest and skeleton in the money pit. The mystery of Oak Island remains unsolved, fueling the imagination of treasure hunters and history enthusiasts. Some believe the treasure is cursed, while others think it's a cleverly designed puzzle. Despite the obstacles and setbacks, the allure of Oak Island remains strong, inspiring new generations of treasure hunters to take up the challenge. Will the treasure be found? Only time will tell, but the enchanting mystery of Oak Island will continue to captivate us all.
And remember where the journey started. It's that little 5 pages. That's where the journey started.
Oh, that's the best sounding target. This could be gold, it could be silver, it could be copper. Either way, it's a great sounding signal.
The mysterious disappearance of Theodosia Burr Alston. Theodosia Burr Alston, the daughter of former Vice President Aaron Burr, sailed on December 31, 1812, to reunite with her father in New York. But she never arrived. Her disappearance sparked a scandal that still fascinates people today, with many rumors and theories. Theodosia was a remarkable woman known for her intelligence and charm. She faced many challenges in her life, including the loss of her mother at a young age and the death of her only child in 1812. Despite these tragedies, she excelled in her studies and was groomed by her father to carry on the family legacy.
In 1812, Theodosia and her husband Joseph actually had a son. The son was about 10 years old and unfortunately passed away.
Their son taken by malaria.
Accompanied by Dr. Timothy Green, Theodosia boarded the Patriot, a small schooner, but the ship vanished without a trace, leaving many unanswered questions. Aaron Burr and Joseph Alston, Theodosia's husband, were left with only hope. But as time passed, they realized the worst had happened. Theodosia was gone, leaving behind a trail of unanswered questions. People were fascinated by her sudden disappearance, and rumors spread quickly. Some believed she was taken by pirates, while others whispered about a mysterious grave in Alexandria, Virginia, belonging to an unknown woman. A portrait found on a shipwrecked schooner in North Carolina sparked rumors that it was Theodosia's likeness. But the truth about Theodosia's fate remains a mystery. Did she die in the violent storms that hit the Outer Banks in January 1812? Or did she meet a more sinister end? These questions may never be answered. Theodosia's disappearance is a chilling reminder that some stories may forever remain unsolved, leaving us to wonder and speculate. Over time, Theodosia's story became a legend, warning of the dangers of the sea and the unpredictability of fate. Yet, the mystery surrounding her disappearance continues to captivate us, highlighting that some secrets are destined to remain lost at sea. The story of Theodosia Burr Alston serves as a testament to history's power to intrigue and haunt us, showing that reality can often be more mysterious than fiction.
Many then shown was believed to be the only known portrait of Theodosia, stating they believe it's the same person seen disappearing into the water.
The mysterious pirate colony of Libertalia.
Today I'll be talking about the legendary pirate utopia called Libertalia. I'd like to take a moment to explain that there is no solid evidence Libertalia actually existed, but that doesn't mean that it didn't exist either.
In the late 17th century, Captain James Misson is believed to have founded a famous pirate settlement called Libertalia in Madagascar. This colony was special because it was democratic, socialist, and welcoming to all residents, regardless of their race, religion, or beliefs.
Libertalia was said to have been created by a man named James Misson, a Frenchman. While he was on leave in Rome, he met a priest named Caracalla, a free thinker who preached every man was born free and had as much right to what would support him as the air he respired.
Libertalia's motto was for God and liberty, and its flag was white, symbolizing peace and unity. Captain Misson, a French pirate who was disillusioned with the oppressive systems of his time, founded the colony with a vision of a society where people could live freely and equally, without the burden of wealth and power. Historical records show that Libertalia was a place where pirates shared their resources and lived in harmony, freed from the control of the wealthy and powerful. The colony had its own language, democratic system, and council of representatives who worked for the people, not as rulers. It was a place where people could start anew, without the weight of their past.
Historian Marcus Rediker described the pirates of Libertalia by saying, "These pirates who settled in Libertalia would be vigilant guardians of the people's rights and liberties. They would stand as barriers against the rich and powerful of their day. By waging war on behalf of the oppressed against the oppressors, they would see that justice was equally distributed."
Many people are fascinated by the legend of Libertalia, but some historians believe it may be a myth created by the author of A General History of the Pirates. Despite efforts to find evidence of its existence, none has been found. The mystery of Libertalia remains, leaving us to wonder if it was a real place or just a legend. Some scholars believe Libertalia may be a work of fiction, while others continue to search for evidence of its existence. The search for Libertalia remains a mystery, leaving us to ponder its authenticity as a historical location or a mere legend. Leanriito was startled awake by a bone-chilling sight. A ghostly figure stood in his bathroom, its eyes glowing with a malevolent stare. The atmosphere was thick with an unsettling melody, and the door slammed shut with a thunderous noise. Summoning his bravery, Leanriito ventured into the bathroom, only to find it empty. However, the piercing screams that ensued sent a shiver down his spine. With his heart pounding, Leanriito cautiously approached the bathroom, feeling the entity's presence lingering, observing him with an unwavering gaze. The encounter left him shaken, prompting him to seek solace in his rural abode, yearning for respite from the terror that haunted him. I have never met someone who sleepwalks, but I can imagine how scary it must be. When someone sleepwalks, they get up in the middle of the night and walk around the house without knowing it. They might make strange noises, like talking in their sleep. If you've ever seen someone sleepwalking, you know how frightening it can be to wake up and find them walking around. But what if something even stranger happens? A man woke up at 3 a.m. to hear his daughter laughing in the living room. He knew she was sleepwalking, but something felt off. She was usually quiet when she sleepwalked, so he started recording her with his phone to see what was causing the laughter. What he recorded was eerie.
Amy. Amy. Amy.
The video shows his daughter sitting on the floor in front of a piece of furniture, with hands coming out of the furniture to stroke her hair gently. The hands move like someone is softly caressing her hair, but they don't belong to his daughter or anyone else in the house. As soon as the father gets closer, the hands quickly go back inside the furniture, like they disappear into thin air. This video has been shared on social media, and people are arguing about whether it's real or fake. Some people think it might be fake, but there's no evidence to prove that. Is it real? Watch and decide for yourself. A sinister presence has descended upon Seaside High School, striking fear into the hearts of students and teachers alike. A brave but terrified student has shared chilling recordings with us, too afraid to reveal their identity. The footage captures unspeakable terrors. Ghostly apparitions stalk the hallways, disembodied voices whisper menacing threats, and objects move with a malevolent force. Security cameras have documented the unexplainable. Lights flicker and die, chairs screech across floors, devices activate with an otherworldly energy, and objects are hurled through the air by an invisible hand. The school is gripped by terror, with students and teachers suffering brutal injuries. The source of this evil remains unknown, but one thing is certain: it's growing in power and malevolence by the day. Laura and her son were live on YouTube, cooking and chatting with their audience, when a cabinet door swung open by itself, creaking ominously. A viewer alerted them, leaving them shocked and terrified.
The back door, the dog had to pee, and there's a button that says pee pee by the back door. And I'm like, wow, it's been quiet. Oscar has not bothered me all day. This is great. I think he's finally over this, right? So I said to the dog, hit the button. You want to go pee-pee? Hit the button. So he hits the button and it goes, your mom's dead. What the? What was that? So anyway, nothing's right. Sorry, typing too fast. That's strange. The cabinet behind you just opened and closed on its own. What? Is that what that was? Ah! What was that?
Some believed Laura's deceased mother, who passed away 20 years ago, was haunting them, her spirit seeking contact. Laura had been sharing fond memories of her mother moments before, making the event even more chilling. As tension mounted, a pot fell from the counter, crashing to the floor with a loud clang, accompanied by a strange noise. The audience was divided, some thinking it was a prank or technical glitch, while others believed something paranormal was happening. Laura and her son were convinced their house might be haunted and were determined to uncover the truth. Did they capture something supernatural on camera, or was it just a trick of the mind? The truth remained a chilling mystery, leaving viewers on the edge of their seats. Imagine coming home exhausted and looking forward to a peaceful night's sleep. But instead, it turns into a terrifying nightmare. A man who's been experiencing strange events in his house decides to set up a camera in his bedroom to get proof. What happens next is truly chilling. As he sleeps, an invisible force suddenly pulls him up from his bed by his feet. He frantically rushes to the other side of the bed, trying to make sense of what's happening. His eyes are wide with fear, and he's breathing fast. He looks around the room, but there's no one there. The camera captures every moment, but it doesn't show what's causing the disturbance. The man's fear is real, and it's clear he's not faking it. This is a genuine paranormal encounter, unlike anything he's ever experienced before. The video ends suddenly, leaving us with more questions than answers. What was the invisible force that pulled him out of bed? Was it a ghost, a demon, or something else entirely? The man's experience is a chilling reminder that we're not always alone in our homes. There are forces beyond our understanding that can affect us in ways we never thought possible. This incident is a reminder to be more aware of our surroundings, even when we're asleep. The mystery continues, a quiet whisper in the darkness. Some secrets are meant to remain hidden, but our curiosity will always be tempted to reveal them. The last video on our countdown is a strange one found by Kevin, one of our viewers, on social media. The video shows the entrance to a big company's parking lot. At first, it looks like a normal video of a car arriving, but the security guard notices something weird. He's immediately scared. Just a moment later, the car and the mysterious creature that frightened the guard disappear into thin air. The employees are left amazed, wondering what happened to the car and who or what was driving it. Some people think it was a ghost, while others believe it was an alien. The company hasn't said anything about the incident, which has led to lots of speculation. Even now, These questions remain unanswered. What do you think happened that day? Was it a paranormal experience or a clever trick? Share your thoughts, and let's try to solve this mystery together. Get ready for a shocking discovery. While exploring this haunted house, a shadowy figure appears in the back window. Could it be the infamous Black Monk?
This is the living room. Now we do have a GoPro already recording in the corner, and it's trying to hopefully pick up the cat ball flashing.
A malevolent spirit feared by many. The investigator is about to uncover the truth. Meanwhile, a brave homeowner who ventured into this eerie place had a terrifying encounter. Strange noises echoed through the corridors, and then the doors slammed shut with a loud crash. The homeowner was left shaken, seeking answers that didn't come. What sinister force is behind these strange events? Join us as we delve deeper into the mystery and uncover the dark secrets hidden within these haunted walls. As we move deeper into the house, strange symbols on the walls seem to whisper unsettling stories of the past. Every creak of the floorboards, every groan of the wooden beams, hints at a sinister presence lurking in the shadows. The air is thick with tension and fear. Suddenly, we stumble upon a hidden room, concealed from view. What secrets lie within? Will we uncover the truth behind the Black Monk's ominous reign, or will we succumb to the darkness that haunts these corridors? Upon entering the hidden room, we're met with an eerie silence. The walls are adorned with ancient artifacts, remnants of a grim past. We realize that we're not alone. A presence lurks in the shadows, watching our every move. The air is heavy with foreboding, and we know we're on the brink of uncovering a sinister truth. What do you think is causing the strange occurrences in this haunted house? Share your thoughts in the comments section. Are you brave enough to explore the hidden room further, or will you flee while you still can? Remember, the truth may be more terrifying than you imagine.
No? Okay. Bro, stop playing with me. Man.
Germain found an old Ouija board in a cemetery in Argentina one night. Despite feeling uneasy, he took it home. The board had a creepy pentagram and blood-like drops on it, giving off a scary vibe. Germain didn't believe in the supernatural, but strange things started happening in his house. Doors opened by themselves, and he heard weird noises and knocking sounds at night. As the nights went by, the paranormal activity got worse. Germain heard whispers in his ear and saw shadowy figures in his room. He tried to ignore it, but the presence got stronger.
Escuchen, escuchen, escuchen. Esos son los sonidos que le hablé. Justo de madrugada, escuchen. Nadie me va a decir que esos son gatos. Escuchen. Son pasos. Son pasos. Okay.
One night, he woke up to find the Ouija board moving on his bed, spelling out a scary message. Leave now, while you still can. Germain was terrified.
Okay. ¿Quién anda ahí? No hay luz.
Realizing the board was a gateway for evil forces trying to cross over. Desperate for help, Germain sought a local paranormal investigator.
¿Quién está ahí?
Together, they did a ritual to cleanse the board and banish the entity. But it was too late. The entity had already taken control of Germain. The investigator fled in fear, leaving Germain alone in the darkness.
Ok. Voy a buscar la picana. ¿Qué? ¿Quién anda ahí? ¿Qué mierda? ¿Qué mierda?
The last thing he heard was his voice whispering, "It's too late." Now, Germain's house is a hub of paranormal activity.
¿Quién anda ahí?
With strange noises coming from it. People avoid the place, whispering about the cursed Ouija board and the evil entity inside. Germain's story is a warning that some things are better left alone. Share your thoughts in the comments section. Bobby Bars, a paranormal investigator, has been documenting strange happenings in his home for 2 years. It started when he moved in with his daughter, and the kitchen sink turned on by itself. His landlord told him that previous tenants had seen ghostly apparitions of a young boy and girl, but Bobby had no idea what he was getting into. As he investigated further, he experienced creepy incidents that would give you goosebumps. Footsteps at night, disembodied voices whispering in his ear, and objects moving on their own as if controlled by an invisible force. Bobby has also captured evidence of a dark figure lurking in the shadows.
See, I keep this up against the cabinet because the dogs like to try to open the doors and shit. It's weird. Yo, f this. F this. I'm good on that. Yeah. I'm staying out of there. F that, yo. Bro.
Watching his every move. At first, he thought it might be the spirit of a young girl who had died in the apartment above, but the entity's behavior is much more sinister. It interacts with Bobby, plays tricks on him, and even asks for help. The evidence is chilling, and Bobby's bravery is admirable. He's determined to solve the mystery, even if it means facing his deepest fears.
Can you make it move again? No? Okay. Bro, stop playing with me. Can you do it again?
Join him on his journey as he uncovers the truth behind this malevolent entity and reveals the dark secrets hidden in his own home. Kindly share your reflections in the comments section.
Oh man. Bro, you just spilled water all over my floor, dude. Are you serious?
The supernatural and mysterious can happen unexpectedly, even within ourselves. We're all likely to experience something unexplainable at least once in our lives. Like the man on the screen, who had a terrifying experience at work. Unfortunately, I can't show you the worst part of the video, where he puts his head in boiling oil and dies. Many people who've seen this footage believe he was possessed by a demon that made him do it. Videos like this raise a disturbing question. Have we also been possessed by a supernatural force without knowing it? Have we been controlled like puppets, making us do things we can't explain? This thought is unsettling. Making us question our own sanity and free will. Some people claim to have had similar experiences, feeling a strange presence taking over their minds and bodies. Others report weird incidents, like unexplained noises or movements, that can't be explained. Whether you believe in the supernatural or not, one thing is certain. These experiences leave us with more questions than answers. So, if you've had a similar experience, please share it in the comments. Let's explore the unknown together and try to understand these unexplainable events. Security guards work alone at night and often see supernatural things. They must stay alert and ready for anything. Even experienced guards can have scary experiences. One guard had been working at a facility for years, but one night was different. He thought he saw a new coworker, but soon realized something was off. The person seemed strange, and weird shadows were moving around. He tried to ignore it, but he couldn't shake the feeling of unease. The next day, he checked the security footage and was shocked to see that the shadows were real and evil. He felt a chill run down his spine as he watched the video, unable to understand the strange movements of the shadows. He wanted to tell someone, but he was afraid no one would believe him. Despite his fear, he decided to investigate further. What he found was terrifying. The facility had a dark past, and the shadows were just a glimpse of its dark history. He realized he was in danger and quit his job. Some things are better left unsaid, and some places are better left unguarded. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comment section below. Meet Hassan, a brave ghost hunter. He explores spooky places to find ghosts and spirits. Hassan heard rumors about a very haunted house and decided to investigate. Locals told him that the house was once owned by a mean man who had many servants. They said that even after he died, his ghost still haunted the house, along with the angry spirits of his servants. One of these spirits is said to appear as a shadowy woman with her face covered. As soon as Hassan entered the house, strange things started happening. Cabinet doors opened and closed by themselves as if something invisible was moving them. But then, Hassan saw something even scarier. When he shone his flashlight through a glass window, a dark figure stood motionless, watching him from the darkness. But when he rushed to check, the figure was gone. Hassan's viewers were left spooked, with many believing he saw one of the angry spirits said to haunt this abandoned house.
قبل يكون هي عكسي. هي والله العظيم إنه في إشي موقف جوا يا أخوان، وحياة الله. اسمعوا، أنا بقولكم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
What do you think? Did Hassan see a ghost? Feel free to share your opinions on this video in the comments section. Diego Gonzalez from Arequipa, Peru, shared a scary story about his nephew. The whole family is still very worried about what happened. During a family gathering, Diego's nephews went to a bedroom to record a video of themselves singing their favorite songs for social media. But something strange happened that they didn't expect. The shy boy didn't want to sing, and something weird was caught on camera by accident. The boy felt uncomfortable and sensed bad vibes throughout the gathering, and he wanted to leave until his cousins asked him to join them. If you look closely at the video, you'll see the boy look at his cousin as if she had pulled his shirt. But the video shows that didn't happen. His cousin was standing still and didn't notice anything unusual. The boy's reaction was clear, a mix of fear and confusion. The family didn't share this video on social media. They sent it straight to me. I'm sure it's real, and it seems like a terrifying experience. The family is still trying to understand what happened, and the boy's parents are seeking answers. Was it a paranormal encounter or just a strange coincidence? One thing is certain. This video will give you chills and leave you with many unanswered questions. Share your thoughts in the comments section. Thank you for joining us on this scary journey into the world of eerie videos. We explored these unsettling recordings and learned about the darker side of human psychology and how fear can fascinate and thrill us. As we end this journey into the heart of spookiness, we're reminded that fearing the unknown is something we all share. Thank you for joining us on this chilling adventure into creepy videos.
This is USS Zamot at approximately 0335 Zulu on April 24, 2019, while conducting routine operations 17 nautical miles off the coast of Camp Pendleton in international waters. At least 6 unknown UASs made multiple flyovers and circle patterns around the ships.
For UN investigators to inspect a shipment of suspected weapon parts found on board and said that they uncovered a missile-shaped object. Panama's President Ricardo Martinelli tweeted a photo which experts identified as an aging Soviet-built radar control system for surface-to-air missiles. Officials said the contraband munitions were hidden under thousands of bags of sugar.
Mysterious drone swarms in California waters. A cloaked truth. In 2019, strange drone swarm incidents happened off the coast of Southern California, and the U.S. Navy was involved. New documents reveal what really happened, and it's clear that drones were involved. The incident sparked widespread interest and speculation, with many people thinking the sightings might be UFOs. However, the Navy confirmed that the sightings were actually drones, and a government hearing about unidentified aerial phenomena discussed the incident. A Navy intelligence official, Deputy Director of Naval Intelligence Scott Bray, confirmed that the video footage showed an unmanned aerial system, UAS. 3 Navy ships, the U.S. Paul Hamilton, U.S. Bunker Hill, and U.S. Ralph Johnson, reported encounters with the drones, which likely originated from a cargo ship called the MV Bass Strait. The drones flew in a safe and professional manner, but their purpose remains unclear. The Navy suspects that the drones were conducting surveillance on their ships, which raises concerns about national security and the Navy's ability to defend against drone attacks. The incident highlights the growing threat of drone technology in the hands of potential adversaries. The Navy has since implemented new measures to improve its drone defense systems, but the truth about the mysterious drone swarms remains classified. Many questions still linger, such as who was operating the drones and what their ultimate goal was. The investigation continues, but it's clear that this incident has changed the Navy's approach to drone defense and highlights the need for continued vigilance in the face of emerging threats.
This is USS Zamot at approximately 0335 Zulu on April 24, 2019, while conducting routine operations 17 nautical miles off the coast of Camp Pendleton in international waters. At least 6 unknown UASs made multiple flyovers and circle patterns around the ships, operating at various altitudes between 300 and 1,000 feet. All appeared to fly consistent patterns, northwest, east, south, without alteration of course, speed, and altitude. No weapons were observed.
Uncovering the secrets of the Chong Chong Gang. In 2014, Panama stopped a North Korean ship called the Chong Chong Gang. On board, they found hidden military weapons disguised as sugar. The North Korean crew fought hard during the arrest, and the captain tried to kill himself. But things got strange when it turned out the ship came from Cuba, not North Korea. The weapons were also very old, from the mid-20th century. Cuba said they were sending old weapons to North Korea for repair, but officials were doubtful. The crew's strong efforts to hide the cargo raised suspicions. The weapons were old and useless, but the crew acted like they were hiding something valuable. The ship had a history of trouble, having been stopped before for carrying drugs and ammunition, and even attacked by Somali pirates. As officials investigated, they felt like there was more to the story. What was the crew hiding? The Chong Chong Gang incident was a bizarre and intriguing event that raised many questions and sparked a diplomatic dispute between North Korea, Cuba, and Panama. The discovery of hidden military weapons on board, disguised as sugar, was only the beginning of a complex web of lies and deceit. As officials dug deeper, they found that the ship's papers were fake, and the crew was instructed to keep the cargo a secret. The crew's desperate attempts to hide the cargo and their willingness to risk their lives and freedom suggested that something valuable was at stake. Despite the efforts of investigators, the truth behind the secret cargo remained a mystery. The weapons were old and seemingly useless, but the crew's behavior suggested that they were hiding something much more valuable. The ship's history of trouble, including previous stops for carrying drugs and ammunition, and even an attack by Somali pirates, added to the intrigue. As the diplomatic dispute unfolded, each country denied any wrongdoing. North Korea claimed that the weapons were being sent for repair, while Cuba maintained that they were simply returning old weapons to North Korea. Panama, meanwhile, was left to wonder what else the ship might have been carrying. The Chong Chong Gang incident became a strange footnote in history, a reminder that reality can indeed be stranger than fiction. The incident highlighted the complex and often murky world of international shipping and trade, where secrets and lies can be hidden in plain sight. The mystery of the Chong Chong Gang may never be fully solved, but it serves as a reminder of the importance of vigilance and transparency in the global shipping industry.
For UN investigators to inspect a shipment of suspected weapon parts found on board and said that they uncovered a missile-shaped object. Panama's President Ricardo Martinelli tweeted a photo which experts identified as an aging Soviet-built radar control system for surface-to-air missiles. Officials said the contraband munitions were hidden under thousands of bags of sugar. All 35 members of the crew have been arrested after resisting orders and are now being questioned at Fort Sherman, a former U.S. Army base on the Atlantic. Panamanian anti-drug officials told the media that no illicit substances have yet been found on board.
At the moment, we haven't found any illicit substances. We have only looked at 1 out of 5 storerooms. We don't dismiss the possibility that we could find illicit substances or type of arms or war machinery.
U.S. State Department Deputy Spokesman Patrick Ventrell also offered Washington's help to Panama.
Let me first of all say that the United States strongly supports Panama's sovereign decision to inspect the DPRK flagged vessel. The U.S. commends the actions that the government of Panama has taken in this case. Panama, as you know, is a close partner of the United States. We stand ready to cooperate with Panama should they request our assistance. But really on all details of the case I referred to the government of Panama.
The story of the hydro ferry and the fight against the Nazis. In 1944, a Norwegian ferry called Hydro sank to the bottom of Lake Tinn, sparking a decades-long mystery. The Allies had suspected that the ferry was carrying a cargo of heavy water, a rare and vital component in the production of atomic bombs. The Nazis were desperate to get their hands on it, and the Allies were determined to stop them. But it wasn't until a team of explorers dove deep into the lake that the truth was finally revealed. Using a state-of-the-art submersible vehicle, the team explored the wreckage of the Hydro and found steel drums filled with heavy water. As they delved deeper into the ship, they uncovered a fascinating story of espionage, sabotage, and resistance. The Norwegian resistance had fought bravely to prevent the Nazis from getting their hands on the heavy water, even going so far as to sabotage the factory that produced it. But the Nazis were relentless, and they rebuilt the factory. In a last-ditch effort, the resistance planted a time bomb on the ferry, which exploded on February 20, 1944, sending the ship to the bottom of the lake. The Allies had suspected that the Nazis were close to developing an atomic bomb, and they launched a series of raids to stop them. The sinking of the Hydro was a major blow to the Nazi war effort, and it marked a turning point in the race to develop nuclear weapons. The story of the Hydro ferry is a thrilling tale of heroes and villains, of courage and determination. It shows that even in the darkest of times, there are those who will risk everything to fight against evil. And it highlights the importance of heavy water in the production of nuclear weapons, a secret that could have changed the course of history. The tragic sinking of the El Faro, a cautionary tale. On October 1, 2015, the cargo ship El Faro sank in Hurricane Joaquin, resulting in the loss of 33 lives. The U.S. Coast Guard investigated and found that the crew made many mistakes that led to the tragedy. As the storm approached, the crew didn't prepare well and ignored warnings. Captain Michael Davidson didn't have a clear plan and didn't lead the crew effectively, causing confusion and doubt. The crew lacked experience and training, and they didn't consider the ship's weaknesses, such as its age and modifications. They also mismanaged a critical engine system, leading to a catastrophic breakdown. As the ship struggled to stay afloat, the crew was terrified. The voyage data recorder captured their final moments, a haunting reminder of the importance of safety at sea. The crew's cries for help and their failed attempts to save the ship serve as a stark reminder of the dangers of complacency and inadequate training. The El Faro's sinking is a warning to the maritime industry to prioritize safety above all else. While the tragedy led to changes in training and safety protocols, the memory of the El Faro and its crew will never be forgotten. The sinking of the El Faro is a stark reminder of the importance of safety measures and protocols. The crew's lack of preparedness for the hurricane and the ship's inability to withstand extreme weather conditions highlight the need for safety prioritization. This tragic event has affected the maritime industry and emphasizes the importance of vigilance and readiness in hazardous situations. The crew's desperate calls for help during their final moments leave a haunting memory that reinforces the significance of safety at sea. The El Faro tragedy showed that human error can have devastating effects in the maritime industry. The crew's mistakes were not just individual errors, but also resulted from a culture of complacency and lack of training. The captain failed to lead, and the crew lacked experience and training, which was made worse by the ship's owner, Tote Maritime, having a history of safety issues. The incident also highlighted the need for better weather forecasting and emergency preparedness in the maritime industry. The El Faro crew received inaccurate weather forecasts and was unprepared for the storm's severity. The ship was not ready, and the crew's response to the emergency was inadequate, leading to the tragic loss of life.